China defends a warship maneuver through Japan's territorial waters. September 4, 2024. China said on Monday that its naval ship conducted a lawful and legitimate transit in Japan's territorial waters last week, exercising its right under an international treaty on maritime law. The Haiyang 25, a Chinese hydrographic survey ship, entered Japan's southwestern territorial waters in the Ozumi archipelago from 6 a.m. to 7:53 a.m. on Saturday, according to the Defense Ministry in Japan. The ship is used to conduct research on underwater topography for submarine navigation. The Tokara Strait can be used for international navigation, and by sailing through the strait, the Chinese vessel was exercising its rights of transit passage, which is fully lawful and legitimate, said Mao Ning, spokesperson for China's foreign ministry, during a press conference on Monday. The less than 35-mile-wide waterway lies between the island of Yakushima to the north and the island of Kuchinoshima to the south, whilst connecting the East China Sea, where Japan and China have a maritime dispute, to the west and the Philippine Sea, and the Pacific Ocean to the east. The strait forms the so-called First Island Chain that extends southward from Japan to Taiwan and the Philippines. The First Island Chain is part of a containment strategy of the United States in the Pacific Ocean, where it attempts to limit China's naval activities in potential future conflict. The spokesperson referenced the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, //unclose, the treaty, adopted in 1982, frames a comprehensive regime of law and order in the world's oceans and seas, establishing rules governing all uses of the oceans and their resources. Transit passage applies to straits that are used for international navigation between one part of the high seas or an exclusive economic zone and another, according to UNCLOS. All ships have this freedom of navigation solely for the purpose of continuous and expeditious transit of the straits. The treaty states that ships shall proceed without delay through or over the straits whilst exercising the right. Foreign ships, including hydrographic survey ships, may not conduct research or survey activities during transit passage without the prior authorization of the states bordering straits. UNCLOS grants all ships the rights of innocent passage through the territorial waters of another state as long as the transit is continuous and expeditious and not prejudicial to the coastal state's peace, good order, or security. Both China and Japan have signed and ratified this treaty. Japan's defense ministry reported on Monday that 2 Chinese naval vessels passed through the Miyako Strait on Sunday as they sailed from the East China Seas to the Philippine Sea. They were identified by their hull numbers as Type 052C destroyer Jinan and Type 903A replenishment ship Chaohu.